Hey everyone, how's it going? So for today's video, I'm going to talk about how you can get a Dratini with Marvel Scale slash Dragonite with Multiscale fairly easily. So this strategy is interesting, mostly because I misunderstood a few things, but it worked out nonetheless. First thing to do is find Dratini. So it's available 10% of the time in 3 different locations, including Vast Pony Canyon, but only at Rippling Water. It's 1% otherwise. So what I do is I save and reset, because Rippling Water only lasts for one encounter, and that's also why I didn't cut back in time because I forgot to hit record. So if you just saw there, Dratini uses Dragon Tail. Now, I have no idea how Dragon Tail works. Honestly, I don't. I thought it was supposed to end the encounter, so I had this whole strategy where I was going to wait for Dratini to use a move like Dragon Rage or Dragon Rush, use Conversion 2, which transforms me into a type that resists it, which, I think that's a 1/3 chance or so of being Fairy. I think it's Steel, Fairy, or maybe it's 1 and 2. What else does Dragon not effective? I think it's just Steel and Fairy. 50% chance of being Fairy. So I didn't need to use it, obviously, because 2 Dragon Tails hit me, and not only do I not swap out, the battle's still going. So Leaveney would have worked just fine here, but Smeargle actually did a couple really cool things that Leaveney couldn't, which I didn't anticipate. So I can talk about those things right now. We're going to be using the standard strategy, which is why I mentioned you could use Leaveney. So what that means is false swiping the first Dratini, KOing the next 10 Pokemon that appear. In my case, they were all Dragonair. I didn't see a Dratini for quite a while, yet in this video you'll only see Dratini. Quite weird. Then you start spamming after encounter 10. You start spamming roleplay, and eventually you will find one with Marvel Scale. This actually was my longest search, and there's no reason for it. It's just luck. The call rate's the same. It just took me like half an hour to find one with Marvel Scale. Some funny things about this. So the one thing you might notice is the huge level variance in the Dratini. So there's one with Marvel Scale. That makes it hard to plan like a consistent strategy, because in a lot of these encounters, I'm like, all right, well, this Pokemon's going to use these 4 moves, and I have this perfect Pokemon to counter all 4 of these moves. But Dratini can use slash Dragonair can use 8, 9 moves, because it can be at a whole bunch of different levels. So role-playing Shed Skin is useful because, so if you don't know, Dratini's standard ability is Shed Skin, and Dratini at lower levels, no Thunder Wave. So they'll paralyze you, and you have a chance of just losing your paralysis, which is useful. So I want to talk about what's going on screen right now. I was really ticked off. It took me so long to find Dratini that I'm like, what are the chances that this second one has it too? So if you might have seen it, it flashed on screen for like half a second, roleplay failed. What that means is that, yes, in fact, both these Dratini have Marvel Scale. So after not finding one for half an hour, I got 2 on screen, both with Marvel Scale. But there's actually something else I want to say about that, which is why roleplay is a lot better than entrainment. It's just quicker. And we're talking about seconds or maybe fractions of seconds. But when you make these videos once or twice a day, it's nice to save a fraction of a second. I'm very happy when I get to save a fraction of a second. By the way, you might be noticing how being Fairy type is letting me avoid all these Dragon moves, which would have fainted my Smeargle a long time ago. So another positive about... That was a mix, by the way, of bonus and positive that I was stuttering over. Of using Smeargle. Although Leaveney, Pangoro, they'd work just fine. Just go behind a substitute. Anyway, I'm going to send out my Miss Magus to paralyze the Dratini to make sure it doesn't call for any more friends. So I do that. He uses Dragon Rage. And now we're going to play the game. How the heck is Dragon Tail working now when it didn't earlier? I probably could have named that game better. I'm not the best at naming things. If you've noticed my nicknames, I'm not the nickname king. So Dragon Tail is going to hit me, and it doesn't end the battle, but it does swap me into Marowak or Flareowak. Case in point with me being bad at naming things. It is shiny though, so I am decent at shiny hunting. I am actually not very good at shiny hunting. There are people on YouTube, and they have every single shiny, and I just think man, you have the patience of a saint. I shiny hunted for 4 different Pokemon, and I was just no more. And they ended up getting a team of 6 by luck, because I was looking for certain hidden abilities, and, but, man, some people are just really, really good at that. which is why I make shiny strats and I don't always catch the shiny. Like that's why I haven't made a shiny strat video in a while. Like I feel bad, like, oh, I'm not catching the shiny. I'm not, I'm depriving the viewers of seeing the Pokemon finally being caught. But it's like, do you want to waste 10 hours doing that? And, to a lot of people, it's not a waste, it's a journey. But like when you're super impatient like me, you really just are going for the result. Anyway, I start throwing beast balls at Dratini because apparently I haven't wasted enough of my time with this encounter. That's really all I need to say about it. My Smeargle, by the way, just in terms of its moveset, in case you want to use it. False Swipe, Conversion 2, Roleplay, and Moonblast. I really recommend if you have the choice of ability checking moves, Roleplay is great. Shortest animation and gives you Shed Skin. Roleplay is super great when the Pokemon only has one standard ability because it'll just keep failing. Again, saves like seconds, but I'll take it. My record right now, I believe, is like 10 minutes something. So if I can beat that even by a few seconds, I'll be pretty happy. Anyway, I finally throw a time roll, and that's gonna catch the Dratini. There are some cool videos coming up. I do see all your requests. Once again, leave comments, but I should also say that it helps if you see somebody already requesting something you want, like their comment. I do read through all the comments, but it's really helpful to me when I see one with like 20 likes. Oh, this is something you guys really want to see. And, as someone who makes these videos, I do want to make what you want to see. So it's always great when I get your feedback. I saw you guys like the battle video. I'm thinking of doing those maybe once a week, catching like 5 to 6 hidden ability Pokemon, then on day 7 battling with them. That would be pretty fun. I'm okay doing that. But yeah, I plan a ton of, new videos coming up in the new year. Once Pokebank hits, I will do earlier games like X and Y, like Gligar with immunity, which becomes Gliscor with Toxic Heal, because you can only get that in X and Y. And, I'm excited. Hopefully a whole bunch of new stuff coming to the channel. Thank you so much, everyone who subscribed, everyone who watches. I really appreciate it. These hunts can be so tedious, so it makes me feel a whole lot better at the end when I know that people are enjoying the videos. And yeah, take care.